Vice President Harris has vowed to do everything in her power to bring the war in Gaza to an end. She addressed the war in the Middle East after a protester held up a Palestinian flag during her rally in Philadelphia last night.
We can and we must seize this opportunity to end this war and bring the hostages home.
Now, the vice president's comments come as Egypt's president has proposed a 2-day ceasefire in Gaza, which would see the release of 4 hostages being held by Hamas. And in Doha, CIA Director William Burns is set to hold talks with his Israeli counterpart and Qatar's prime minister. All of this comes as Iran weighs how it might respond to Israel's long-awaited retaliatory strikes over the weekend, which hit Iranian military targets. Our Ramy Inocencio brings us more from Tel Aviv.
Errol, good morning. Israel and Iran now appear to be posturing but holding back on any more military action. Iran's President Masoud Pezeshkian says that his government will respond to Saturday's airstrikes with wisdom. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said that the IDF's attacks early Saturday had achieved its goals. The IDF had described them as targeted and precise, that hit Iranian surface-to-air missile systems and missile production sites. Yesterday, Netanyahu addressed victims of the October 7th attacks and said, "Whoever hurts us, we hurt him." And that was a reference to the fact that these were retaliatory strikes, a response to Iran attacking Israel back on October 1st with nearly 200 ballistic missiles. So far, Iran's response has been muted. Iran's supreme leader called Israel's attack a miscalculation. If Iran does not strike back, this could be the end of this round of fighting. But a national security expert on Iran, who we spoke to, said that truly avoiding a bigger regional war rests on ending Israel's operations against Hezbollah in Lebanon and its conflict with Hamas in Gaza. The enclave's health ministry said that IDF strikes killed more than 80 people over the weekend and more than 800 people in the past 3 weeks in the north. And that is where Israeli troops raided one of the last functioning hospitals. They also struck a school-turned-shelter for the second time in a week. The IDF maintains, though, that Hamas uses civilian infrastructure to hide fighters and their weapons. Now, efforts to work towards a ceasefire deal are happening again. CIA Director Bill Burns is in Doha now trying to restart talks. Egypt has proposed a 2-day ceasefire and the release of 4 Israeli hostages for Palestinian prisoners. Errol.
Ramy, thank you for that.